What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of my show. This is the David Lopez Show, presented by Passion Park Entertainment. It's good to be back. Another episode, another week, another day, another dollar, another holla, 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 holla. I don't know. All right. It's like 8 in the morning. It's almost 9 in the morning right now. I've been up since about like 5:30. I've been working on some music. Been smoking some ganja, drinking some coffee. You know, this is how we start days, guys. This is how we do things round her. Round her. So, today we have a fun episode. It's another interview. So for the video fans that are watching, you will be directed to the video interview after this. That is already on the playlist because it's from a little bit back there. But for all my audio fans, you will, hear me talk a little bit, and then you will go into an interview with Myke Marucci. He is a personality. I don't know how else to say it. He's a content creator. He promoter. He does a lot of stuff. It's funny how I met him. You'll hear it in the interview, but I'll just briefly say he saw me perform when I opened for T-Pain in 2014. And then reached out to me because he was doing, he had a radio show. He was in broadcast school, I believe, at the time. And that was like one of my first radio interviews as an artist. I think it was my first radio interview as an artist, actually. And then I ended up going back and forth. That was at Windy City Underground. Shout out to everybody who DJs and works over there. They do an awesome job. And so, yeah, that's how I met him. And then through the years, he's taken some pictures for me, done some video stuff. Just promoted my content and been a real supporter of my art and just of Passion Park in general, of the movement. So shout out to Myke Marucci. Make sure you check out that interview. Like I said, it's a little bit back. I barely even remember what we talked about. I mean, I don't know, but I'm sure it was a fun time with me and him. Before we get into me just talking about, doing the normal, like I do like some, entertainment updates, those kind of talks. And then I do some sports talk for a while here. And then I'll talk about myself and those kind of things. Or just like the updates on the art and stuff like that and stuff I'm working on. But anyways, before I get into that, guess what we have? Ding, 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 ding. You guys got to know by now. It's the third week in a row. We're doing it. Another raffle contest. Another raffle winner. It's the third week in a row. We'll have another raffle winner from our contest. So free merch again. So we drew the winner earlier. And the winner is, shout out to Gustav Costello. Shout out to you. Congratulations. You submitted a while back. I know that. So I'm going to be reaching out to you to let you know. But you won the free merch, so congratulations, my man. That's awesome. I'm excited to keep sending out this stuff and keep interacting with fans. And people like to get free stuff, it seems. And I like giving it out. So congratulations, Gustav Costello. And I will be reaching out to you personally. Thanks for supporting, man. Appreciate you. All right. We'll get right into it, guys. We'll just start talking. I'll just start talking here. I'll start jibber jabbering. Once again, I want to say, please subscribe and follow us on, everything. I know I say that all the time, but I appreciate all the support. We've been getting some good listens here lately, and I'm excited for the progress in the show. And it's just a good excuse for me to talk some bullshit for a little bit. So I'm enjoying that. And as I said before, we are catching up to the interviews. So this is number 16, I believe. So I have 2 or 3 more, and then we will be up to some current stuff, and it'll just every episode from now on will be either brand new update or brand new interviews that I have people in the studio, or it'll be me talking and doing those kind of stuff. So we'll be caught up in that regard, and I'm excited for that, to keep that going. So anyways, normally. Yeah, I'm gonna do the normal order. We'll do the sports later on. I almost jumped the gun and did sports right away, even though I usually back it up, and simply because of what happened yesterday in the Chicago sports community with the firing of the mustache himself, the coach. He's not the coach like Ditka, but Coach Q, Coach Quinville for the Blackhawks got fired, and that was kind of a big shocker in the sports community, or especially in the Chicago sports community. So I was like, I should touch on that right away. Oh, fuck it, right? I'll just do sports right away. So yeah, obviously the Hawks getting off to another struggling start here in the beginning. Not off to a great start. They did not make the playoffs last year for the first time in a long time, and Q got fired. I mean, we all know there's a deeper story. There was a power struggle up top with Bowman, and it just sounds like it's just crazy, man. He won 3 championships, 3 Stanley Cups. 3. He's a legend. He's like a Chicago sports legend, and he got fired. Damn shame. It was a weird thing to happen. You don't normally have that with those kind of coaches. I mean, it's like how long does 3 championships buy you? Should buy you at least like 10 shitty seasons. In my book, 3 championships buys you 10 shitty seasons. I don't know. That's a lot, but for most coaches, that is seriously the case. Like excuse me, but coaches who win multiple championships somewhere just rarely get fired. I should look that up to see what the actual numbers are on that, because it can't be much, right? And if it is, it's always some sort of ego struggle up top, some sort of issue that's going on. So that's crazy in that side. That's my only hockey news, I'll tell you that much, because I just don't know too much about hockey except for the Hawks, and even in that sense, I don't know a ton, but I know that, and that was big time. So we will jump to our foosball section of the day. Look at my guys here, the Bears with another W against the lowly, struggling, as we mentioned last week, the Bills. Ooh. But it's mostly the offense that is caught, because the defense isn't terrible. I mean, our offense didn't even play that well last week. We did win 41-9, but we had 14 points off of turnovers. 14 points just directly from our defense scoring, and then we scored more from their other turnovers. But anyways, it's good to be 5-3. That's a cool feeling. That's awesome. That is exciting. Going into 3 straight divisional games. My brother texted me this, and I didn't think about it this way. I'm sure he heard it somewhere, but starting Sunday, the Bears play the Lions at noon. They will be playing 3 divisional games in 11 days. And the crazy thing is, so their game the following week against the Vikings got flexed to the night game, if you didn't know. So they were supposed to be the day game, but they got flexed to the night. So they play at 7:20 or whatever it is, 7 o'clock. And so they'll be the night game on Sunday, and then they play Thursday morning, Thanksgiving, at 11 a.m. the early game on Thanksgiving. So they have like the shortest. It's got to be like one of the shortest breaks there is in the season. It's the shortest break that's possible, I guess, because you would never play a Monday night and then play a Thursday. That wouldn't happen. That would be the only thing that could possibly be shorter. It's the shortest break you could have. So I mean, it's gonna be a test. They're young. We'll see. But I in my head say if we can get 2 out of 3, we would be at 7-4. I think we'd be sitting pretty decent. Looking at the home stretch there, 5 games left. I would be feeling pretty optimistic if we can get 2 out of these next 3. It would be nice to beat the Vikings, but I guess if both of them came against the Lions, it is what it is. But, if we can get all 3, then you know what I will be screaming all day? Da Bears. Oh, jeez. Only accent I do is like a hardcore Chicago guy accent, and I do it just very regularly. But anyways, yeah, so go Bears. And then skipping over to our other guys in the city who happen to have a season that is playing right now, and they bounce a ball that is orange, and they shoot it into a hoop that has a white net with a red rim. The rim is like orange. You know what I mean. It's orange. But it's a shade, Bulls. Zach LaVine, stud monster, just killing shit, getting buckets out here, fucking doing what he does. Got a nice victory at the Garden the other day in overtime at the Garden. Or was it double OT? I don't know. He had 41, though, at Madison Square Garden. Hit some free throws to win the game. He's just so explosive. And it's been great to see how smooth his jump shot is. They lost another close one the other day where LaVine missed. Oh, to the Pacers, right? He missed the shot at the buzzer, I believe. And it was a tough shot. But he's playing really well. He's making it exciting enough for the Bulls to watch right now. So I'm trying to get as much as I can. But Wendell Carter, our rookie, our lottery pick, played really well. It was 2 days ago at the Garden. He played really well. So that's good to see. We got progression there. Yeah, I mean they're 3-8. I mean, I'm not expecting much, but I will see a surge. I expect a surge when Lowry comes back. I expect them to get, maybe go on one good win streak during the season. Yeah, I don't know, 30 wins, something like that. Hopefully another decent pick in the draft. I'll take one more good pick, and then we should be good again, hopefully, especially if it comes from this draft. Holy cow. I don't know if you guys watched any of those, the kickoff for NCAA on ESPN, the Championship Classic. Duke versus Kentucky. I mean, I saw Kansas, Michigan State, and that was very entertaining too. There's definitely some players who are going to be in the NBA, and that was good. But holy fuck, Duke, man. That Duke-Kentucky game, I was like just watching an NBA game, like young guys in the NBA. Because that whole Duke starting lineup's going to be in the NBA. Like, man, the Zion Williamson is a just weird specimen. Like, it's hard to define. Like, he's huge, but he's nimble. He can move. He can play. I don't know how you can't. Well, take a charge on him. I dare you. I fucking dare you to take a charge on that guy. And then RJ Barrett, right? Or JR Barrett? No, it's RJ Barrett, right? Anyways, that dude just gets buckets. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you right now that he's gonna be a good NBA player. I think he has that game. He's got to put some weight on, I think, but he just gets buckets. He has game. And then the other forgot his name. The other dude who's a shooter, he's just pulling up from deep, and he's very good. And then they got Tyus Jones' little brother, Trey Jones. I haven't seen any other teams, but if I had to pick, I would have to pick them to win the national championship this year. They just have so much fucking talent. They were saying that they might have the top 3 picks in the draft. That's never happened. 1, 2, 3, like that would be insane. It would be maybe even more insane if they got upset like in the Sweet 16 or something like that with that kind of talent. Like crazy talent. The 3 freshmen combined for like 90 points yesterday. Holy cow. But they beat Kentucky pretty handily. I think I fell asleep in the second half. Wasn't even close. Yeah, so that was exciting though. It was really exciting to watch those guys. Like if you get a chance to watch Duke, try to get them in a good game or at least against like good competition, because like I saw some clips of them in some exhibition games and stuff, and it's just like a joke because they're so much bigger. They're already they're NBA size players really, so they're huge. They're gonna be good. Coach K killed it again. I heard the story that when Duke won it in 2015, I believe, against Wisconsin in the national championship, Tyus Jones was the MVP of the Final Four, right? And in the locker room after, Coach K called. Did he call Trey Jones, his brother? No. Trey Jones was there. I'm pretty sure he called RJ Barrett or called one of those guys right directly and was like, you want to be a part of this or something like that. And that's a cool story, man. To get that call, that's freaking sweet. Oh, man. The closest thing I can relate to that is I do remember when I was a senior in high school and I had committed to the original college I was going to go to was Augustana. I played D3 basketball. So these are D3 schools I'm talking about for all of you who are foreign to this, which is probably going to be most of you. But anyways, long story short, I committed there and they got a big win against like the national champion from the year before, I believe. And I got a text from like the coach saying that, and like that was kind of cool. I didn't end up going to that school, by the way, and yeah, had a falling out with that coach, kind of actually, but not like a bad falling out, but it was shitty. Anyways, that's my closest way to relate to that story. But I thought that was really cool because like as a student athlete to get that call would be just like, I mean, how do you turn that down? Like that's amazing. Coach K, one of the greatest coaches of all time, like. That's super cool to hear. All right, so switching over from college basketball. Well, first, I just want to say that it's exciting that college basketball is already starting. It's just so weird. It feels so early. Daylight savings time just happened. Like, football is so strong in the middle of the season, and college basketball has just started. It started a little earlier than normal, I believe. And I'm excited, for Northwestern, who opens the season. I don't know if they played last night, but they open soon at their new arena, or their renovated, that's the word, arena. Welsh Ryan got renovated, so I want to see that. So yeah, it's exciting to watch college basketball again. That'll be back. It's exciting that all basketball is back and just in the full swing of things. So yeah, and good luck to my alma mater, CU Dub. Shout out to them. Hopefully they can take care of business and have a good year again. Finally, in sports, I want to I want to vent about my struggles, my gambling struggles. I'm really not doing well. The Pigskin Pick'em that I've mentioned several times, where you pick the spread for each game each week. I'm in a league with a bunch of friends of mine, and I am winless on the year. I'm winless on the fucking year. Yeah, that's right. I think there's 14 of us. We are on, what is this week? Well, the Bears are 5-3, right? So they're week 8. So this is week 9, right? So I'm, $90, $100 in the hole or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. It's cheap. It's it's an inexpensive league. It's like $10 a week, which is nice. It's a really fun way to do it. Like I actually really enjoy it. But I haven't won at all. The first couple of weeks I was really struggling. I don't know what was going on. My picks were all over the place. I was real low. These past 2 weeks I've been in that like 8 to 10 range, which is pretty solid. On a really shitty week could get you a W maybe, but I just have not been getting W's, man. Last week somebody had 12 out of 14 picks right. Like, holy cowsers. So I am, wish me luck. I'm in need of it. I'm feeling like this is going to be the week. This week's the week that I get it. I have a feeling that after I say this, it's probably going to be the worst I perform. But who knows? Who knows? I did have one of my like 5 FanDuel teams win a little bit of money this weekend. So that's not a good success rate. I'm not a good gambler. I just want to say that. I enjoy doing it though for some little amounts for sporting events. I can rock with that, but I don't do too much besides that. All right, well that was our sports corner for this week of the David Lopez Show. So I hope you enjoyed that, my people. I'm going to just briefly talk about a couple other things before we kick you off to the interview and get you over there, as if we're going to another place. It's the same studio, but if you're watching the video, it looks different because it was set up different. I changed the room, redecorated. You know what I'm saying? I do things. I change it up. So if for those of you who like follow like Joe Rogan's podcast or Tom Segura or any of those guys, Bert Kreischer, Ari Shaffir, that 4 group of comedians, they're all friends. They did Sober October, and a lot of people have done Sober October, and that was what they did last month. And they included like a fitness challenge and really got at it. And I'm a fan of those guys, so I kept up with it a little bit. I thought it was pretty funny, but it was also a cool thing, like they challenge each other and stuff like that. Ari Shaffir, the one dude who he's the only one who's single, doesn't have kids out of them, and he's like pissed about it because he lives in New York, and he's like, it's the best month to fucking drink and party, and they made him get sober for that month. And like, what the fuck? And I just wanted to relate to their Sober October in quite the opposite way. I thought it was funny that I'm listening to them talk about their Sober October and their month, and I was thinking about my month, and I pretty much did the opposite of them the month. I haven't been to the gym in over a month, so I didn't go to the gym all month. No fitness. I definitely smoked more this whole month than I have recently. I mean, I worked a bunch, so that usually, I usually do both of those things together. If I work a lot, I might just smoke more later. But I thought it was funny because I kind of did the opposite. I didn't work out at all, and I definitely wasn't like sober all month. But for people who did participate, good for you. It's good to show restraint and do those kind of things. Like, it's cool just to know you can take a month off of shit. I could definitely take a month off drinking. I know I could take a month off smoking. I just gotta get in that mindset. I don't have any desire to do that right now, and I'm in full album mode, so I can't do that right now. And then this thing that's going on out here, people are talking about this No Nut November. What? Wait, what? I didn't know that was a thing. I've never heard of this before. This is clearly, I've seen some hilarious memes though going around about it. So that's positive. I'm always up for some funny memes. So that makes me happy. But otherwise, I got nothing, guys. I got nothing. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing. I understand. Okay, if you could say the same thing about the Sober October thing. You could show restraint. Cool. Do that. I bet you'll get some fucking angry guys this month. I bet you'll get some more fight. There's going to be more fights that happen at the bar. There's going to be more stressful people. There's going to be more people who are with clouded thinking, more drunk texts sent to ex-girlfriends than ever. Fucking ever. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. All that built upness with no release, dude, people just start sending fucking weird text messages. There's going to be dick pics fucking everywhere. Fucking everywhere. I bet. I don't know. This is the weirdest. It seems like a weird month. Seems like an idea. I saw Lil Duval say this and it was hilarious. It's like, yeah, it seems like an idea that the lames want us to catch up to so that they don't feel alone. He said something to that effect, and that's kind of funny. But yeah, that's interesting. I gotta stay clear-headed this month because I'm working on this album and finishing that up. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and tell you whether or not I'm participating. That should tell you. That shit is funny. Oh man. All right, I thought that was funny. On a somewhat more serious note, or definitely more serious note, this week was election week, so I hope you guys got out there and voted. I did myself. Yeah, I didn't post about it like everybody else. I did make one smart-ass post on my Snap story saying, do you guys need me to post my voter wristband, or do you guys trust me? I was just being a smart-ass because everybody posts theirs. But I do understand celebrities and people with fans should use their influence, and so part of me feels like maybe I should have posted, but I feel like enough people already knew, and everybody knew what the deal was. I mean, they didn't need me to add to that. Or my, get me some extra likes there would have been nice. That would have been real cool, right? But I didn't feel the need for that, so I didn't post anything like that. So sorry, you did not get my voter wristband, but I did participate, and I hope you did too if you are able to, and if you are registered and whatnot. I really hate the bullshit when somebody tells me like, your vote doesn't matter. Like, man, whatever. First off, stop acting like you know everything. Like, none of us really know what's going on back there anyways, but we got the right and we should use it, and a lot of people sacrifice things to get it, and a lot of people don't have the right, and just use your voice, man. Just fucking... I was mad at myself for not paying attention to enough of the topics and not knowing enough about it, all the candidates and whatnot, but I tried to do a little research on the last day, and I at least participated. And I just think, look, even if you aren't going to participate, don't say a fucking word then. Don't fucking say anything to me about it. Don't like... I don't want to hear that shit. Like, what the... Or at least, like... Nah, I mean, I just don't, like... I don't know. Whatever. I don't understand how you could combat it by saying, well, it doesn't matter or doesn't count, because it's such an easy cop-out when you're not participating to say that. Like, that's like anything. Like fucking losing a game and being like, oh, it was exhibition. Like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, you say that after you lost, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you say that after you lost because you didn't yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. Maybe a shitty analogy, but either way, I don't like it. You know what else I don't like? This is what else really grinds my gears, and I was thinking about this. How many people say to you, and just say to anybody when they're like, ooh, if you don't want to see me when I'm mad. People always say that shit. Or like, oh, if I really wanted to go off right now. Or like, just like, ooh, like this is me when I'm calm, okay? This is me when I'm calm. Wait till I blow up. You know how many people say that shit? People say that shit all the time, right? And it shouldn't really eke me that much. I know it's just a figure of speech. It's just what people say, blah, 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 blah. No, man. Get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Everybody's got a temper. Everybody's got some rage inside them. Everybody can have a little of that. I don't need to hear you threaten me with your potential rage. And not just, this isn't coming at me personally. Nobody did this to me personally. This is a thought I had is like, why are you threatening somebody with your potential rage? You're threatening somebody with your inability to handle the moment. You're threatening somebody with your inability to show restraint on the emotion of anger, and like that's what you're saying. Or you're bragging about your ability to hold it back. One of the two, really. Because if you're saying like you don't want to see me when I'm angry, you're just bragging about the ability to hold back your temper. Everybody is supposed to show the restraint of holding that back if you were trying to be in a civil conversation and in a civil human being. That's what really grinds my gears. All right, and really briefly, I got to get out of here and get you guys to this interview. The Weeknd announced a new album. This is over to entertainment stuff. He's announced that he's working on a new album. That's fucking exciting because The Weeknd's dope as fuck. So definitely, I'm excited for that. So I hope you guys are too. J. Cole just released that new track with JID, and that shit is fire, son. Bars off these. Check that out. Cole is one of my biggest influences, and just I'm a huge fan of his work and what he does. And so, anyways, anything that he gets on, I try to listen to. So I'm excited about that. Takeoff, I know this was last week that he released his album, but it's doing pretty well, man, and he's getting really good reception from rap fans, and that's good, man. Like, good for him. And like, I really respect the Migos and their work ethic, and they're constantly putting out work, and I know they're like the biggest group. But it's cool that they can all do their own individual work and then come back together and do their collective work, because it really just, it's about the music. There's room for it all, and that's what I do like about a lot of this newer wave is people are starting to realize like there's room for it all. Like, I get competition, and like I understand that rap is competitive, and like I understand that like naturally rap is a sport, and like that's how the things are. But like just musically speaking, there's room for it all. We want to hear what people can create and what people can create together. And I also like hearing when people just take a project on solo. It's a lot of times the kind of shit that I do. I like hearing that too, because you get inside somebody's head. But there's room for it all. I'm gonna keep saying that because there really is, and it's man, I love it, man. I love music. I've been creating a lot lately, so I've been into that. So I've been doing that. So I'll just briefly say, I sent over some tracks for masters for So Much More Too. Not all of them. I'm still working on it, but I got a lot. I got a potential track list I'm working on. There's some new. I just got a new track from somebody that I work with a lot that I'm really excited about, that I think could turn into something big. So we'll see about that. And yeah, I'm super geared up. I'm geeked. I'm working on artwork. I'm thinking about videos, and I'm trying to book show dates. So that's all happening here. So I promise there is going to be some show dates that are announced soon, or at the very least, one big show date announced soon. But there'll be multiple coming, and there'll be dates that include release dates for singles and album project things, whatever you call it, coming here soon. I don't want to put a lock on anything, but it's coming. It's coming. And yeah, so that's what I got for you this week. Just some quick updates, nothing too crazy. But for all you who listen to me weekly, I really enjoy talking to you guys, and I appreciate you guys. And make sure you subscribe, follow, tell a friend, like, comment, tell me what you guys want to hear me talk about, and I will try to incorporate that. But for those of you watching the video, peace out. Hit the Myke Marucci video if you want to check that out. On the audio, just tune into a good talk with me and Myke Marucci. Good talking to you guys. I don't know why I said guys. I can't do that. Good talking to all you peoples. I really enjoy your presence. One love.